I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Certainly. Supervisor Moore,
Present.
Councilwoman McNamara is not with us this evening. Councilman Iacilli,
Present.
Councilman Pell,
Here.
Councilman Martell.
Present.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to move to approve the minutes from the regular town board meeting of July 8th, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, would you please read the communications?
Following communications have been received in the office of the town clerk. We have received public notices from the Village of Southampton, a planning board hearing notice regarding Wickapog Road, Southampton, New York State Liquor Authority, 30-day advance notice to local municipality. We okay? New application regarding 53 West Diana Road in Hampton Bays. Correspondence, emails, and letters have been received regarding the following: Westwoods Development in Hampton Bays. And that concludes our communications for this meeting's agenda.
Thank you. I do have 6 walk-ons I'd like to add to the agenda, so I'll read them and then we can move. Let's see, Town Board Resolution ID number 50451, the 2025 notice to bidders for the West Hampton Activity Center contract for general construction. Number 2 is the Town Board Resolution ID number 50452, the 2025 notice to bidders for the West Hampton Activity Center contract for the HVAC construction. Number 3 is the Town Board Resolution ID number 50453, the 2025 notice to bidders for the West Hampton Activity Center contract for electrical construction. And the 4th is Town Board Resolution ID number 50454, which is the 2025 notice to bidders for the West Hampton Activity Center contract for plumbing construction. Those are required to have one notice for each of the different types of contractors. And then there's Town Board Resolution ID number 50461 for the warrant number 14. And last is number 6, Town Board Resolution ID number 50463, a notice of public hearing to consider the enactment of Chapter 260, planting of shrubs and trees along property lines, regulation of encroachments. I move to add those to the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. All right, that brings us to the public portion. I don't have any cards.
Beautiful thing.
Let's see if there's any outside.
I think she's going to have to get a card. The lady just got up and went out, I think, to get a card.
Yeah, I think a couple of members from the Riverside, Flanders, CAC were here to just introduce themselves.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not.
Amy, did you want to say anything?
What just
No, actually, I thought you had a hearing on the tree stuff, and the hearing was last month, and you're just doing the resolution, so I'm just here to kind of listen.
Really, we didn't, we're going in a different direction, so this is just to set a resolution, to set a meeting for a public hearing on the new
The
code.
hearing didn't take place, it was tabled. The resolution was tabled twice. June 24th.
You want to give a copy of this?
I think Michael's going to withdraw.
Yeah, it's not on this agenda.
You can come up.
Oh, yeah, it was withdrawn last time.
Yep.
Kathy Krull.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to come and introduce myself. I've been active in Flanders, Riverside, and Northampton for about 35 years, from starting a neighborhood watch, cleaning up the neighborhood, working with businesses. I'm now the co-chairman of the Citizens Advisory Committee of Northampton, Riverside, and Flanders. A few of the things we've been working on, we wanted to get it out there of what we were actually doing. We started with, I took it on as my own mission. We have a lot of problems with the 7-Eleven on Flanders Road. And they have a lot of delivery trucks that are coming, and they pull in front of the 7-Eleven where there's no parking, or they pull on the side of 7-Eleven where there's no parking, or they park on the other side of the road where there's no parking. I went to 7-Eleven, spoke with the owner, and then went back and actually spoke with corporate. They're going to be working on, when they built the building, when you're facing the 7-Eleven to the right, there's a way to come in through Cypress, but they put in a tree and a sidewalk, so you can't come through. From talking to corporate, what they will be working on is taking the sidewalk and the tree out to make it a pull-in for the trucks delivering. So they'll either pull in from Flanders Road and pull out onto Cypress, or they'll pull in through Cypress and then pull out onto Flanders Road. This avoids people getting killed trying to get out of Cypress, because when there's trucks parked in front of the 7-Eleven, you can't see to get out. So that's one thing that we've gotten done so far. We're working on that still. Another problem that we have is the blight buildings that are in Riverside. It's the gateway to the Hamptons is what it's called. It's not a very pretty gate. There's a lot of buildings that are thinking they bought the buildings because Riverside Rediscovered is going to build up and they're going to clean up that area. But they've had the buildings. We have roofs that are caving in. We have paper in the windows. We have the buildings that are dilapidated. If they're going to end up taking these buildings down, they should need to take them down now. If they're not going to take them down, then fix them up now. But they need to do something, because when you come through there, it just looks awful trying to get through there. It gives a bad look to the whole neighborhood when you come in through there.
I
We
agree
also-
with you. I agree with you. And
We also-
actually, I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
it's okay, go ahead.
With the old gas station, you can ask the town attorney, every time we meet, we ask, "Well, let's buy that, let's do something with it." And he's always gonna talk to the owners, and the owners
The
have
owner
big
thinks
plans.
it's worth $1 million
Yeah, he wants to
because
put a
he figures
7-Eleven.
somebody's gonna do something with
Yeah.
it when it cleans up.
And we're trying to do it, we're always talking about it.
But maybe if you're talking about homes or businesses, maybe there's some property code violations that we could, property maintenance.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
violations that we
The next
could-
couple of buildings actually are owned by, I believe, or at least in contract by, David Gallo's group, the Georgia Developers, and I believe, so we could talk to him. He might be in a position now to take those out.
Yeah, I mean,
to
take them out
demolish them.
or throw a coat of paint on them,
Yeah.
come
them
in,
up.
have the kids from the youth bureau come in and do a mural in the window. So at least it looks decent as you're driving past it. Another very big problem is the property that's right next door to the McDonald's.
Yes.
It's owned by a Goodale. From what I've been told, he has made calls, but I'm gonna go visit him because he has to send a certified letter to the Southampton police and the state police and put up no trespassing signs. Most people are scared to go there. I went through the back. I went to
You
McDonald's.
see, you constantly, went by it a few
Yes.
times, and I actually pointed to my wife out the path that people go in and out that behind
They have a big path that goes back to the water.
I said, you don't want to, it's very unsafe to go there, and you don't want to walk down that path.
And they sit at McDonald's. They literally sit at McDonald's with bags, and they stop you trying to leave the parking lot and ask for money. And it's like, no, just, and there used to be a guy there would step in front of your car and wouldn't move. And I told him, I have no problem with pepper spraying you, so you need to move or I will, because this is ridiculous. And McDonald's loses a lot of business because of it. It's unsafe I wouldn't want to go there late at night and get out of the car and go in because they're standing in the parking lot. They also took over the bus stop there. Early in the morning, you'll see some of them out there, but after like 6, the bus stop is like theirs. They take it over. I mean, and I don't want I don't want to do anything bad to them to have them all arrested, but there has to be some kind of solution to give them a place to live. If you go from McDonald's, McDonald's actually had tables in the back by the water. That was beautiful. And they had to take them out because what was happening is they were coming at night and throwing a tarp over them and making them a little teepee, and that's where they would sleep in there. So they wouldn't get wet in the rain. But if you go to McDonald's and you go around the white fence down by the water and look around there, there's like old mattresses. So maybe something, even the town going to Goodale and saying, listen, you have to do something with this property because there's people living in there and now it's a hazard. So you're going to have to go in there and clean it up. If you don't try and get these people out of here, this stuff has to be cleaned out of there because it's really up against the water.
Because we could, hey, could we, Jim, if he doesn't clean it up, can we did what we do to other properties?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a property maintenance. We can do that. Sure. Yeah, he has those for sale too. I think it's the 3 buildings. There's the McDonald's and then the 3 buildings that are west of the McDonald's are all owned by, I think they're all Goodales.
I thought that
The first
I thought the town
But the-
owned or somebody from the town owned the other property because I know there's 2 houses. The
There's
church we
3
had,
There's 3 buildings, I think, between the McDonald's and the gas station, I think, and I know all 3 of those buildings are.
but
for
this is
sale.
on the cross the street, right next to the McDonald's.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
just-
talking about. In between the
just
McDonald's
west
and the
of
gas
McDonald's.
station there.
Houses.
Just
Okay.
west of McDonald's, the
Okay.
barber shop, then there's the
Yes.
car dealership.
Yeah,
Yeah,
um,
they're all 3, the tea thing. yeah.
okay.
If you wanted to give us a list of items, then we could address it with our code enforcement officer.
Okay, yes, I've been calling, I was put in charge of code enforcement.
Yeah.
So I've been sending everything in through my email with my name and from the CAC, Northampton, Riverside, Flanders. One last thing is we've spoken to Cindy at our meeting. We have a lot of through traffic trying to cut around the light on Oak. And they actually had an 18-wheeler try to get around, took out somebody's fence because East Street is very narrow. So our solution to that was maybe we can make it a one-way road. It only comes from the east towards the west. You cannot make a right turn off of Polk Street. You have to go to the next block and then go around and through, because that would stop the train of cars coming through.
It's a good idea.
Because most of it's a private road, and I've spoke to numerous neighbors, and they have no problem with that becoming a one-way because they're tired of the cars coming through also.
So that would have to be initiated through legislative action. So since you've been talking with Cindy, you can ask her to put that up legislatively and the board will consider it.
Yeah, have
Okay.
a public hearing, and, we could do it.
Okay.
Just go through Cindy on it.
Probably have to
Yes.
have the engineer or highway look at it just to make sure.
Well, they've
it's
been
recommended.
looking for about a year now to putting in four-way stops, and we still haven't heard anything. I mean, and I was also,
What intersection?
we were trying to get
24.
over by Polk Street. If you turn down Cypress by the 7-Eleven,
Okay.
down towards
Okay.
it's the last road that goes all the way through, and most of it is private.
Mm-hmm.
But we have people coming through on our regular roads and flying through. My neighbor and her 3 children almost got hit.
They're all
And-
small roads back there. They're all small crisscross roads back there.
Yes.
He's never
Yes,
been
so
back
it would, if we had four-way stops, it would still make somebody have to stop coming through it, because the kids on their bicycles do not stop at it, and someone's gonna get hurt there.
Yeah, I would try to expedite it through Cindy.
Okay.
Yeah, Cindy's already shared the list that,
Yes.
she took the minutes, we've all reviewed them. We can't really comment on them now, but, we're definitely looking into all those. The chief of police did work on 7-Eleven for a while there, because if you remember, they were parking right in the middle of the road and unloading in the passing and turn lane. He took care of that. The original site plan for that property had cross-access originally, and for some reason, it never happened. So let's hope that we can get that done for
Yeah,
you.
I
but-
did notice today, because I spoke to the owner, today when I went by, which is still hazardous, they had the trucks pull on Flanders Road and back into the parking lot, which is a lot of work for them, and we did speak to the police. We spoke to Lieutenant Kiernan, and we told him, he said, we don't want to keep giving delivery trucks a ticket every time they're trying to deliver things. I said, we don't want them to get a ticket, but then again, we'd rather have them have a ticket than somebody get killed trying to get out of the road. So there's got to be a solution, and that's the only solution that I came up with is reopening that, which I'm hoping that we can get it as soon as they decide to actually do it and they go back and forth. Because corporate said, they looked at it through the map and they said, it seems like a perfect solution for this problem, and we have no problem doing it. Now we have to work with the owner to have it done.
So we'll work on that. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
everyone.
coming
Thank you.
tonight.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Kevin, is anyone on Zoom for a public portion?
No one on Zoom.
That's a Sunday.
Thank you. All right, then, I move to close public portion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's move forward with the resolutions. So this one was tabled last time, Michael.
Yep, Town Board Resolution 814 of 2025. This is to notice a public hearing to enact Chapter 233 entitled Tree Preservation. I want to note that there's a lot of public support for this particular action to enact tree preservation. A lot of people recognize that there are issues with overclearing, overdevelopment, and that the town needs to clarify the code as it pertains to clearing, specifically overclearing of our natural habitats and our trees. I did table it because we are going to be revising this resolution, which I met with the supervisor and our assistant town attorney and also Ryan Murphy. We plan to meet with Janice as well. She was away last week, so we're hoping to meet with her next week to discuss some of the new items that we're looking to put together in a new resolution. So I'm going to withdraw this resolution.
Okay. And as you said, we're going to still be doing it. We're actively pursuing it. We just, not in this form. All right, thank you, Michael.
Sure.
Thanks, Mike.
Town Board Resolution 2025-906 to authorize the purchase of roofing products and services from Roof Services of New York, a Tecta America Company LLC using Omnia Partners contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-907, co-sponsored by Councilwoman McNamara, to authorize the purchase of a trailer from American Cargo Group Trailers LLC using the Sourcewell contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Town Board Resolution 908 of 2025, sponsored by Councilwoman McNamara, authorized purchases of fuel supplier sales management and delivery from TAC Energy LLC, DBA TAC Energy using the Sourcewell contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-909, authorized purchase of ground maintenance equipment from Solution from Cabot Tractor Corporation using Sourcewell contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-910 to authorize purchases of industrial hoses and fittings from Moreland Hose and Belting Corp. Using Suffolk County contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-911 to authorize purchases of online marketplace from Amazon.com Services LLC, DBA Amazon Business using the Omnia Partners contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-912, co-sponsored by the entire board, to authorize the supervisor to sign any and all documents pertaining to a grant application for the Hampton West Park Revitalization Grant.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-913, co-sponsored by Councilmember Iacilli, to authorize the purchase of tree removal, stump grinding, and trimming services using the Town of Brookhaven contract with Looks Great Services, Inc.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 2025-914, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara, authorized the supervisor to execute an agreement with H2M Architects, Engineers, Land Surveying, ATAL, to provide professional engineering design services related to upgrades to Plant Number 2.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-915, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara, Authorize the supervisor to sign a contract extension with H2M Architects and Engineers to provide professional engineering services for upgrade of SCADA system and upgrade tank monitoring.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-916 to authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Pi Barker Fine and Safety, LLC, doing business as Briscoe Protective, to provide fire alarm system monitoring and maintenance at Southampton Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-917 to authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Pi Barker Fine and Safety LLC, doing business as Briscoe Protective, to provide fire alarm system monitoring, daily test signal and inspection, and burglar alarm system monitoring at the Hampton Bays Town Annex, Hampton Bays Community Center Building, 25 and 27 Ponquag Avenue, Hampton Bays.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-918 to authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Pi Barker Fine and Safety LLC, doing business as Briscoe Protective, to provide security alarm system panic button monitoring at Southampton Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-919 to recall and amend Town Board Resolution 2024-80, authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Pi Barker Fine and Safety LLC, doing business as Briscoe Protective, for burglar and temperature alarm monitoring, parts, and labor services at 116 Hampton Road, Town Hall Data Processing Center.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-920 to recall and amend Town Board Resolution 2024-81, authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Fire Protection Service Corporation, doing business as Briscoe Protective LLC, for monitoring and maintenance of the burglar system alarm at 585 Bridgehampton, Sag Harbor Turnpike, the Bridgehampton Community Center.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-921, sponsored by Councilwoman McNamara. 2025 notice to bidders for Quail Run test boring.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-922 to amend the 2025 budget for various departments.
Second.
All in favor? Town Board Resolution 2025-923 to appoint a Labor Management Committee for 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-924 to authorize the town attorney to accept a settlement from Geico Insurance Company for damage to a Southampton Town Police Department vehicle.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-925, waive a portion of the portable stage fee for Sag Harbor American Music Festival.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-926, sponsored by Councilwoman McNamara, waive a portion of the showmobile fees for the San Gennaro Feast of the Hamptons.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board
I'm
Resolution.
abstaining.
Town Board Resolution 2025-927 is a resolution to accept the demolition bond in connection with the demolition of an existing dwelling located at 65 Bayview Drive in North Sea.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-928, the 2025 part-time salaries.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-929 to accept the resignation of Diane Durner, Administrative Assistant in the Town Attorney's Office.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Diane will be missed.
Yes, she was great. Another victim of the traffic.
Yeah, traffic victim. Town Board Resolution 2025-930 to accept the retirement of David Santora, Police Officer in the Town Police Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-931 to appoint Sean Kerneen to Fire Marshal 1 in Public Safety.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 2025-932, sponsored by Councilwoman McNamara, co-sponsored with Supervisor Moore. Notice of public hearing to consider establishing a park district known as the East Quogue Park District in the hamlet of East Quogue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-933, co-sponsored by the entire board, a notice of public hearing to consider historic landmark designation of the site recognized as the Methodist Point Historical Site located at 1040 Flanders Road in Flanders.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think we're having a presentation at the work session this Thursday on this one.
Town Board Resolution 2025-934. This is to notice a public hearing to consider the acquisition of a historic preservation and conservation easement on the property located at 149 South Country Road in the hamlet of Remsenburg, Spionk, and amend the CPF project plan and management and stewardship plan to include said property.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-935, co-sponsored by Council Members Pell and McNamara. A notice of public hearing to consider the Town of Southampton Highway Department water quality improvement projects for 2025 Community Preservation Fund 20% water quality improvement project funding. And that'll be on August 12th.
I'd like to be added to that Sunday.
So would I.
I'm sure we'll have someone from Highway here to present.
Second?
You need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, just give me one moment. I'm adding, okay,
Michael and Rick.
Michael, Rick. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Town Board Resolution 2025-936, a notice of public hearing to accept a deed of residual fee from Blair K. Gaza for a property to be maintained as open space located at West Hampton, Suffolk County Tax Map Number as indicated pursuant to Southampton Town Code, Section 244-4, obtaining a development rights certificate, and Section 247 of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2025-937, a notice of public hearing to consider the historic landmark designation of the site recognized as the Nathan Topping Cook Family Home located at 439 Hayground Road, Bridgehampton.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're going to have a work session on that this Thursday too, the 24th. Town Board Resolution 2025-938, co-sponsored by the entire board to authorize the acquisition of a grant of historic preservation and conservation easement and grant of restrictive use easement and accompanying public access and benefit agreement on the property located at 76 Main Street, the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center, Inc., in the village of West Hampton Beach, and to amend the CPF project plan and CPF management and stewardship plan to include the property.
Second.
All in favor?
Town Board Resolution 2025-939, sponsored by Councilwoman McNamara, co-sponsored Supervisor Moore, a resolution accepting drainage easements in connection with estates at Remsenburg.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then we have the walk-ons. Town Board Resolution ID number, well, the first four are for the West Hampton Community Center.
Can we do same second, same vote?
I think we have to do, well, I suppose,
For the
but I'll have
first
to read each
four?
one.
I'm sorry.
You have to do the vote individually. You can say and second it, but
Okay.
you'll have to vote.
So Town Board Resolution ID number 50451, 2025 notice to bidders for the West Hampton Activity Center contract for general construction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution ID number 50452, the 2025 notice to bidders for West Hampton Activity Center contract for HVAC construction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution ID number 50453, the 2025 notice to bidders for West Hampton Activity Center contract for electrical construction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution ID number 50454, the 2025 notice to bidders for the West Hampton Activity Center contract for plumbing construction.
Second. Sorry.
All in favor?
I just want to say one thing on this, on these four resolutions, what we just passed. I want to give a shout out to Mark in the town attorney's office who worked extra time to get this done, and Nick down in the engineer who worked extra time to get it done, and also on the third floor, Tatiana had to work double extra time to get it done.
Yep, it was a lot of
Without
teamwork.
these- Yeah, without all this extra work, this would be put off for another month.
I'd also like to add to that, Bill.
I forget someone?
Well, I want to just say that Nick also came to a CAC West meeting to
Yeah.
talk about this project. A lot of people are excited for it, and I do want to commend Supervisor Moore. You've had this vision, and you're seeing it through, and it's great that we're seeing all this
thank you.
progress being made.
And we also have to, say something about Sunday, because she's the one who told me about it.
Thank you, Bill. Little institutional knowledge came out of my cabinet and made its way
That's why it's good
upstairs.
to have you around here.
Happy to bring it
Yeah.
back to a good location.
No, it's certainly all
Yes,
good,
much
good,
appreciated.
good
that whole thing.
teamwork.
Yes.
All right, town board.
Sorry
re-
for the interruption.
Oh, did we did it all. No. Town board resolution ID number 50461, the warrant number 14, capital number 14, CPF number 14 of July 22nd, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And town board resolution ID number 50463, notice of public hearing to consider the enactment of chapter 260, planting of shrubs and trees along property lines, regulation of encroachments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that public hearing, when's that gonna be? That'll be August 12th. And I guess that's it. No other
Nicely done.
comments? All right, then, if there are no other business, I move to close the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Thanks, everyone.